Hi folks, this is your old pal Uncle Al. We're going to do another 5-minute segment because Uncle Al's busy as hell. Okay, people have been emailing me asking me what's the easiest vegetable for one person to grow. Now I tell a lot of people you can grow zucchini. Any kind of zucchini is fine, but it's supposed to be in the ground because usually these are 3 to 5 foot diameter plants. Same as root spacing. So if you grow it in a pot, make sure it's a big pot. All right, and you have to constantly feed it to correct the diameter of the pot. Second, zucchini is easy. You could cut it, dry it, can it, make bread out of it. It's one of the easiest plants. Only people with really black thumbs can kill a zucchini plant. Okay? And make sure you pick them small, because people says, oh, let it grow to about this big or that tall. No. If it gets thicker than a soda can, it's too old and fibrous. Okay? Second one, first one zucchini, second one, tomatoes. Any kind of tomatoes. The easiest one I tell people, let me get some soda. Not sponsored, but I like to drink Diet Coke. It's bad for me, but I like it. Cool and refreshing, especially on a hot day like this, folks. Tomatoes is the easiest one. If you get cherry tomatoes, you can put it in a pot. You can grow inside the house. It's very easy. Trim off the saps. Make sure it gets correct nutrient ratio. I keep telling people enough with the nitrogen. If you're giving it Miracle-Gro or artificial one, check the nitrogen ratio. If it's big and green and you don't see any blossoms or anything else, but it's big and bushy and green, you put too much nitrogen in the soil. Tomatoes. Okay, that's number 2. Cherry tomatoes is the easiest of all the tomatoes. Then you have your pear tomato for paste or for making sauces. Then you have a salad type of tomato. I tell people, Burpee's Big Boy. It's a hybrid, it's fast growing, and it's a delicious tomato on salads, hamburgers, and stuff like that. Okay, next one to that is beefsteak. Now I have to warn people about beefsteak because they screw this one up. It's susceptible to blossom rot and splitting, so know what you're doing. Because I used to grow tomatoes out of my ears, and people wondering, but you don't use any manure in your compost. No, I don't. That's one of the tricks I learned over the years of an old gardener. Okay? Me. Number 3, any kind of onions. Okay? Easiest one is green onions. And then you have the bulb sets. You put out the bulb sets, make sure the root's out the bottom and the pointing at the top. It's onions. You can't screw it up. Or garlic. Onions and garlic's easy. Green onions and chives are the easiest. I have one in a pot all year round, constantly. All right? You go to a grocery store, cut the bottoms off, plant them in soil. You have a whole fresh batch of green onions. Regenerative. Okay? It's easy. You can't kill it. Another one is bush beans. All right? There's several varieties of green beans that you could use and plant. Select the bean for your area that's pest and climate resistant for your area. I see people plant the wrong kind of bean, or worse, they mix up a dry bean with a green bean. 2 different species, okay? Understand that. Peppers. If you watch Garden State Gardener, he has wonderful peppers. Okay, from hot to mild, you name it. He grows lots of it. And it's fairly easy. You can't kill a pepper. I've seen people do. They either overplant too many in a pot, or they pick a wrong type of variety, or they're inexperienced. You know, a lot of chicken manure and dirt and clay, it'll grow faster. Or the opposite, it goes and dies. Okay, when you do pepper, be patient. Takes a skill. People wondering, wow, your pepper transplants are wonderful. How do you do it? Because I learned over the years. Number 6, Okay, we covered zucchini, tomatoes, onions, green beans, and peppers. Number 6 is lettuce. Lettuce is really easy. You grow it inside. You could do butter lettuce. You know the root bottom of the butter lettuce you buy at your local fancy supermarket? You could re-root it and it grows you a new head of lettuce. Easy. Now this may be a little bit over because I'm checking my notes. Another thing, you grow beets and carrots. It's a cool weather crop, so is kohlrabi. Anything root type can be easily grown. So we're going over that as root type crops for number 7. Number 8 is pumpkins and hardshell squash. Lately haven't seen anybody kill those. And they grow, people spit out pumpkin seeds or throw away pumpkins, and next year there's a whole pasture of pumpkin plants that I have to chop down and get rid of because I have stupid people throw their old pumpkins into my pasture, and God, cows like it, but I don't. Okay, this might be a little longer. That was number 8, pumpkins. Okay, we did root crops, pumpkins. Number 9, easiest of the bunch, sweet basil or any basil type plant. Easy to grow. You can grow it inside, grow it outside. Not a problem. Number 10. This is the easiest plant for everybody to grow. It's not rocket science. Eggplant. You can grow Japanese eggplant. Now, a lot of people argue, well, potatoes are easy to grow. For a lot of you, no. Because you either put too many potatoes, you get the sterile potatoes from the grocery store. They're not organic, and we stuck it into the ground. Nothing came up. Okay, so I stick with Japanese eggplants. That's the easiest to grow. If you know what you're doing, and if you're in a good climate, you'll have plenty of zucchinis. Just learn how, not zucchinis, plenty of Japanese eggplant. So learn how to grow that. And I'll see you later, and hopefully I could get another video out by tonight. Later, folks.